All right, so we do have one individual that needs to come talk to us, one of our very great sponsors. Guess who that is? That is Mike from Artisan Color. He's been one of our sponsors. His company has been sponsor of AZPPA for a very long time, and we just want to give him some time for him to chat and tell us about his wares. And make sure if you do use you do need to have stuff printed, feel free to utilize Artisan Color. I do, and he's helped me do some personal projects, and they do great work. Mike, come on up.
Thank you, appreciate it. Okay, hello everybody.
You need to hold the mic for you?
I got it. All right, I want to jump into post stuff. So, all right, thank you everybody, appreciate it. As Rex told you all, I'm with Artisan Color. Hi. Some of you might know us, some of you might not. So we're a local fine art and photography print house. We specialize in photography and fine art. We still do C processing, so we do wet lab technology where we laser expose prints and we develop them, and then out comes an archival photograph, and then we can finish those in various ways. So it's not just limited to inkjet like most places. We still do the real thing, and a lot of folks really enjoy that. We can process some really massive files, up to 4 foot by 10 foot on photographic output. Oh, I already have a hand up. Yes, sir? C prints, so chemically developed photographs, yes. So that's kind of our mainstay here. And I would say there's probably 4 or 5 labs left in the country that still do what we do. So if you want to get your hands on some local, high-end printing, by all means, check us out. I would be more than happy to help you guys, just like what I do with Rex and all the other AZPPA members. Make sure you contact your administrative folks. We have a standing AZPPA discount for everybody that's a member. So if you're a current member, you get 20% off for any orders you guys place on the website. Woo, right? Not a bad deal. Other than website orders and things that we do that I wanted to bring to your attention, because we've onboarded a couple of new things since last year that you may not be aware of. So without further ado, I'm going to show some prints off. Now, I don't know the folks that are at home what they can or cannot see, but I'll pass these out so you guys can check it out. Oh, that's my camera. Okay, so what we're doing here now is we've onboarded a new HP Indigo press, and that printer really is amazing. It does small format printing on some real nice specialty papers. So if you don't mind, I'm just going to hand these out to you guys. Pass them around. This is a neat alternative for going high-end photographic. Not every print that you make is going to have to be hundreds of dollars, depending on what your target audience is, or even your use. Maybe you're just doing a quick presentation and you just need something that looks nice and is neat and different. What these are made out of is a pearl paper, so it's got a little bit of a shimmer to it, and then we print right on it. Yeah, nice and thick, really rich. And the two with the airplanes, those are just kind of fun, that show you what it looks like printed direct. And then we have another one with the basketball player that we're actually utilizing white ink. So it's a little bit a different thought process, because now you have a specialty media plus white ink that you're incorporating into the print. Now you can do special logos, you can do little accents, you can say, you know what, I'm going to print this beautiful landscape, but maybe I need a company logo that has colors that need to be spot on. We can then embed the logo and have the colors show accurately on top of that nice media. So there's a lot of choices. And then the other one that you see that back there with the kaboom, the little bomb in the white, that is now printing on black stock with white ink. There's very little, I think, in print technology nowadays that's accessible on a retail level that you can get that material. You can't walk into Staples or Kinko's or whatever to get that product. So printing white ink with multiple passes like you see on that sample allows you to build up density. You can now have effects on your prints, or you can maybe add a little spot sheen or varnish. Yes, sir? This right here, this is our HP Pearl paper. So if you're asking for the Pearl paper, this is small format. So it's an ink-based system. It's not the actual photographic output, but these are our HP high-quality inks that are laid right down onto the paper themselves. What's neat about it is that you can order this stuff in quantities of 1, 2, 20, doesn't matter. It's not like traditional offset printing where you have to order 1,000, okay? So it's a benefit there. They are not archival. That's the big difference, is that for a cost point, for example, a 11 by 17 archival photo print runs around 25, 30 bucks. This stuff, 4 or 5. So huge difference. And it's really more for, you know, it's fun, it's neat, it's utilitarian. You can make a cool book out of it, but it's not a high-end archival print that you would, you know, use for decades on end. Yeah. Pricing is spot on. Yeah, you can't go wrong with that. Yeah, these days come in at around $3 a print versus an archival photo, which is about 23, 25 bucks. So it's not bad. Uh-huh. Yep. It's not archival. Nope. It's just an HP Pearl paper. So it's a regular ink toner-based system. The maximum size is what you have right there. So it comes 13 by 19, and we can cut it down by 11 by 17 full bleed. So you can get pretty big booklets. There's a binding technique also that allows you to do a coffee table book. So you can have double the size. So essentially, you're getting panoramics out of this stuff. Yes, sir. Yeah, we can. If we do 11 by 17 and we print it on the 13 by 19 full bleed, and we'll trim it down so you can have full bleed output. Correct. Yeah, because that is the parent sheet size, and we have to cut that down. There's always going to be some border at 13, 19. The other thing I wanted to touch on real quick before I take up too much time is these are strange times. COVID, virus, stuff's in the air. Everybody's worried about keeping things clean. We just sold a ton of Chromolux to a hotel, and the main reason they picked Chromolux was because it's antimicrobial, antibacterial. This stuff, you can hit it with alcohol, you can wipe it down with Windex, super durable. So if you have folks that are doing, let's say, a retirement community or whatever, or they're doing an installation, just these two. If it's a public installation and you're trying to deliver a product as a photographer that's really durable, really easy to clean, so the selling point to your customer is basically zero maintenance. You don't have to worry about it. It's not porous like a canvas. It's not going to absorb anything. Super durable stuff. And of course, last but not least, most of you are familiar with these products, so I only bought a few, but our standard photo papers, of course. These are the 3 core papers and the acrylic. So any of these archival papers can be mounted onto the acrylic. Yes, sir. Do you mail orders or do you have to come into a lab? No, actually, that's how we prefer to do it. So 90% of what we produce is done on artisanhd.com. You'll log on to the website, you configure your order, and then you can blind ship direct to your client. We can white label it. So if you're in the shipping checkout stage, you click a button that says white label shipping, and then it'll look like you shipped the box from FedEx Direct. No branding, no invoices, no nothing. So it's really super clean. We service photographers from New York all the way to Hawaii, and we ship nationwide. And we're also, this year, we're starting to look into maybe shipping into the Canadian market and maybe international. We're working through that mainly because taxes, duties, etc., get a little bit tricky, but there's just a huge market out there, and we've got a lot of local folks that they know people in Canada, or vice versa. They come down here, they want to do business with us in Canada, so we're opening that market as well. But you as an individual can totally use the website and blind ship to your customer direct. So that's artisanhd.com. 100%. Yeah, you can purchase a fully ready print that's mounted, bonded, put together with a museum bag, ready to hang on a wall. So you can do turnkey, absolutely. So when you say museum bag, are you talking about a wrap or a surface onto a board or something? Right. So what we call a museum bag, some people call it a French cleat. It's an undersized frame that's attached to the back of the print, whether it's aluminum or acrylic or metal, whatever. And then you get a little cleat with it that you mount on the wall, and then the frame locks into that. The acrylic floats off the wall. There's no visible hardware, no framing. That's one thing that I've learned over the years, and my clients have learned the hard way is when you spend a lot of money on printing and framing, you're at a show, you're trying to sell your work, people love your shot, but they hate the frame. And that's always sort of an Achilles heel. You spend a lot of money on framing, and then they're like, every frame in my house is silver, yours is black, maybe I won't like it. This system allows you to basically order it, hang it as is, ready to go. But if you would like to add a decorative frame later, you can. So to me, that's a good workaround because not everybody wants or needs a frame, and it gets expensive. You know, let's face it, a couple $100 for a picture, and another $400 for the frame. Yay! So on that note, if you have any questions on the products that are out there, just let me know. I'd be happy to answer them. I'll be here for a little while longer, and if you need to get a hold of me, these guys have all my contact information. Again, it's artisanhd.com is the website. Locally here, the company is called Artisan Color, and that's the parent company that does everything from catalog to photography to design. All right? HD, like high definition. Yes, sir. Okay, that's all I got.
Thank you so
All right.
much.
Thank you all online.
Thank you very much, Mike.